out here doing a little archery practice, archery practice, whatever. Thought I'd let you guys watch me critique my form. I'm fine with it. I know it's not great. That's why I'm out here working on it. But anyway, I think I've shot four quivers, and I'm starting to kind of get in a groove. I don't shoot very often. I don't shoot near as much as I ought to. But I was down at my brother-in-law's house a couple weeks ago, and he's always inspiring when it comes to shooting. So pulled it back out. I took it down there with me when we shot on YouTube Live. But anyway, hey, what's up, Carson? Um, anyway, I just adjusted my sight. I think I've shot enough that I'm starting to tighten up just enough that I think it's a Hoyt VTM 34. I think it's a 2023 model, maybe, or 24. I can't remember. Um, I've had it for about a year and a half maybe. Bought it used. Anyway, so here we go. I'll shoot another quiver and see if I jack myself up by changing my pin. I'm shooting about 30 yards. My brother-in-law Dan, he can't hardly get over the fact that I don't have a rangefinder, but I don't. I should sometime get one. I just haven't bought one yet. I'm also shooting a wrist release. This is an older Cobra, also Dan's, because I have a super old nasty release that just doesn't even really work. So I think, well, let's see, that could have been a fluke. Like I said, I'm not a very consistent shooter as far as just getting out here and doing it. So sometimes I put one in the target and it looks real nice, and then I get a little overconfident. I feel like I'm still shooting a little bit to the left, which this is what I adjusted both. I adjusted to the right and down because I was consistently to the left and up, high, just a hair. Again, is that Moladad? Hey, what's up? The newer Matthews. Oh, dude, I was just in the shop the other day, and I saw the 250th anniversary Matthews. Boy, that thing is sweet. If you're contemplating it, I think the guy told me they're only producing them. I think if you're gonna order one, you gotta order it before like mid-July or something, or maybe, I don't even know. But yeah, that Matthews is super cool looking. Hoyt also did a 250th anniversary edition, and it's super cool too. The Matthews is much more flashy. You know, it's red, white, and blue. Have you seen it? I don't know if you've seen it. You should look it up. The Matthews is red, white, and blue. It looks so good. The Hoyt, I only saw the carbon model. I didn't see the aluminum one. I imagine they're pretty similar, but the carbon one is kind of, it's this FDE color and black, and it's real super cool. It's got like stars and stripes, battle worn type graphics on it. It's super cool too. The other one he showed me, they didn't have it in stock. Man, I'm trying to I think it's Elite did one. And that one, he said it was probably Nick Cage's favorite bow ever because it has the Constitution printed on it. I think that was Elite that did that one. But anyway, I'm not in the market for a bow. I just got this one, and I'm not. This is more bow than I have shooting ability. So, but they are fun to look at, and yeah, dude, you should totally grab one if you're contemplating it. All right, let's see what I did. There, I think it from 30 yards looks a little sloppy. Not very tight, but hey, I'm getting out here, I'm shooting, and as I get closer, it's not as bad as I thought. All right, so here's what we're looking at. There we go. I didn't do too bad. I'm shooting at this circle. So I got 1, 2, 3. That one's not really touching. I shoot my arrows. I've numbered them so that I can, and I shoot them in order so that I can kind of tell where I'm at in my quiver as I'm going. And then, I mean, like I said, I'm shooting a bow that's way above my ability. But at least if I'm getting a pattern, you know, like if my last 2 arrows are always like super sloppy or whatever, then maybe I, you know, can try to fix that. But looks like nothing crazy here. This is my first arrow way up out of here. This is number 1. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, clear out here, and number 6 back in. So just really inconsistent. I gotta tighten up my shooting habits, just my form. I think that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things is I don't have a real consistent form. You know, I shoot, and then my next shot, my shoulder's probably, you know, my elbow's in a different spot, and my knock point, I'm messing with that. So anyway, it's fun though. Yeah, I hunt whitetail. I'm in Missouri, Kansas City area. I do hunt whitetail, but I haven't bow hunted in years. Since I was in high school, which is a long time ago. I pistol hunt for whitetail. Most is what I do, which is kind of a lot of fun. I shoot 357 revolver, and I've killed a lot of deer with that. So that's kind of fun because when I'm shooting pistol, shooting open sights, 357, 5 and I think I'm 5 7/8 barrel, and so it's similar. It's a similar hunt style to archery. I'm shooting out of a tree. I would say the majority of my shots are 20 yards. And oh yeah, I've got a few old arrows, probably from then, 60s, 70s, 80s, in the garage, and a longbow that was my wife's grandfather's. It's hanging on the wall. When he passed, nobody else wanted it, so I grabbed it because it's super cool. But yeah, yeah, I need to tighten all this up, get ready for this fall, and go get back out there and take one with the bow, because it's been way too long. Yeah, I like hunting. I like being in the woods. I like the idea of bow hunting just because it's more quiet. I mean, you know, I hunt on private land, so there's just a couple of us. It's not like our Saturday morning is a firefight, but it's still full camo. It's hard. That's hard to beat right there. Sitting in a tree all covered up in orange is not my favorite. But like I said, I've had a lot of successful hunts with that 357, and that's a pretty fun time shooting. I've probably shot 3 of them, just shot them in the head with that pistol, open sights, and then there's 0 tracking. That one felt weird. It was an odd release. You guys shoot, you know, there's that release where you know for sure it's not a great shot as soon as you touch the trigger. Oh yeah, this is a Cobra, old school. I mean, I don't know how old it is. It's been around a minute, but I cannot make up my mind. What's up, Justin? On a release, I want to get a T handle. I've shot, again, my brother-in-law's release. He's shooting a True Ball T handle, and I like it. Ooh, got my mustache in that one. Felt it. That was funny. I should probably wax up for shooting. That one felt weird too, and also ripped some of my mustache out. All right, let's go see. Again, looking at it from here, I'm not sure. Well, it's not too bad. I'm still shooting high, which partly that could be because of my range. Man, actually, my group is not too bad here, but I'm not on target. Look at that. That's not too bad at all. I got this one that's the furthest out, but is in in my target where I was shooting. Is the last shot I just shot. Man, that's a decent group. There's my first one. Where's my? Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Boy, I think I'm sort of settling in. That's the thing about not shooting as often as I should. Just don't get myself locked into good habits, good form. So then it takes me a while every time to kind of get back into the swing of things. But that wasn't too bad. Staccato XC. Tons of bass. Oh, yeah. I don't know that bow. But my brother-in-law's about to buy a bow. This is a live stream about shooting, not about Dan Mock. But he just keeps coming up. He's looking at a Darton, the new Darton. I think it's called. I think it starts with a V. But if you haven't looked into Darton, you should. I know that they kind of feel like an old bow, like an old timer's bow, kind of. You know, you hear about dudes shooting Dartons in the 80s and 70s probably, and then Darton kind of fell off a little bit. But I started listening to a podcast and Dan listened to it and is the one that turned me onto it with the new owner of Darton. I don't remember how long he's owned it, but dude, listening to it for a few minutes, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I really like this guy, and I kind of want, I want him to do well, and I think they're doing real good things with their bows. The guy at the pro shop I was just at was real excited about him, because one of the cool things Darton is doing, high and to the right, is making a bow that is extremely user-friendly for a guy like me who wants to be able to kind of make adjustments myself without having to go to the shop and having it, that one was to the right, to the left, I mean, having it put on a press or whatever. So Darton's got some pretty sweet innovations with hey, yeah, thanks Carson, with their bows and how user friendly they are. Super cool. If I hadn't got this one pretty recently, it would make me want to look at them. Also, they're darn good for the money, I think. They're running a bow that's gonna compete with this easy, and selling them, a little cheaper than Hoyt or Matthews. So check them out if you're looking at bows. I think that was okay. I'm halfway through, but anyway, what's up, Justin? Where you guys out of? You guys bow hunters, or just stumbled upon this? Thought, hey, let's watch this guy accidentally shoot one of his goats in that pen behind his target. Yeah, they're off over there. But when I first set my target out there, of course, they saw me and came grazing right on the other side of the fence, right behind it. So went inside for a minute and they moved on. Full disclosure though, I was jacking around when I first was shooting. I have a couple of these older arrows. I think these are just, I don't know where they came from, Walmart or Academy maybe, I don't know. But I didn't have them cut. I just bought them, pre-made. And so they're a little longer, I think this is a 125 tip, and I'm shooting 100 grains on those arrows that I just sent down. But anyway, there's a wood pile right behind my target, and I threw this guy on, which is lacking a fletching because I shot it through the target a couple weeks ago, ripped that off. But anyway, I thought, I'm gonna send these last two from 40, because like I said, I'm about 30 yards here, I think. So I stepped back to my garage door there, picked a different pin, and I was way off, and I shot right over my target and stuck it right in that wood pile. So snapped it right off. Interestingly enough, I didn't hit an end grain log. I just sent it right through, and it was just sticking out about that far on the other side of the wood pile. That's kind of funny. Anyway, all right, let's see how this one did. Here's my cool quiver. Needed a quiver, so I whipped that up one evening. Some scrap leather. I like jacking with leather and stuff, so it works. It's not the best. It kind of swings a little bit more than I want. I need to put some different sort of a belt attachment on it so that it'll hang a little more stiff, more sturdy. Boy, this group is ugly. There we go. There's the wood pile. Sent it right through there. Okay, man, This is way worse than my last one. Just about missed the target with that first shot. Wow, I mean, my first 2 arrows are 7 inches apart. That's kind of sad. Oh well. It's about getting out here and doing it, right? Dialing things in. Having fun. Here, I'll leave this and let you watch me smack the target and see if I can not shoot my phone. I shouldn't. I don't know if you'll be able to see me because I'm using Bluetooth headphones. Yeah, yeah. All right. I can't tell. Yeah, somebody's texting me. Oh, great. All right. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I think I might have to go to work. I'm an on-call kind of a guy sometimes. So, hey, thanks for joining. Go shoot your bow. Catch you later.